What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Phil and Leroy the Judgmental Podcast.
Just your boy Phil back on here.
And I'm Leroy. So what's going on, Phil?
Nothing much. Getting ready for these Eagles.
It looked like you got a story to talk about when I said what's going on.
Uh, nah, not really. I mean, I've been dealing with a stiff neck last couple of days. Drive me crazy. But other than that, I'm alright.
Well, yesterday, went outside. It was 17 degrees. No, it was like 13 degrees yesterday, wasn't it? In the morning
Some,
time.
yeah, something like that.
I went outside and the car wouldn't start. The battery was completely dead. I don't
Mm,
know if it's a problem with that battery or something wrong with the car. So I have that little the little
Jump box.
yeah, the little
Hmm.
ones. I use that. It will run for a little while, but as soon as when I put the car in gear, it was
Hmm.
shut off. So those don't really work unless the battery has to have some type of juice in it.
Right.
So I put the battery on a big charger. When I say a big charger, it's the ones that you roll and plug it up on a wall.
Hmm.
Uh, it took darn near like 7 8 hours for it to get like 95%. That
God
battery was
damn.
like completely dead. So that was my car trouble yesterday, ladies and gentlemen.
I went out and my took a little time. I think I need a new battery too because it takes a little longer to start, but it still start. But then like if I open my doors, my inside lights don't come on. And it says like recharge battery or something. So it's probably due for a battery change too, especially when it get cold. My car be acting all type of funny when it comes to power and lights and stuff.
So how long you had this battery?
Since I bought the car, I never bought a battery.
And how it's been 3 years or two?
Uh Probably three.
Okay, yeah, I
Maybe
think
maybe
you
maybe four. I don't know. How
yeah.
long did I have the car now? I don't know.
Yeah, I think you should get one just in case. Well, you can always go to the one of the AutoZone Advanced
Hmm.
Auto and have them tested because that's what it sounds like. 3 years, it's time for you to, and it ain't no telling. Now, did you buy the battery or that's what it came
No,
with?
no, no. I came with the car.
Okay, so do you ever look at the date of the battery?
No, but I remember I took it to the shop maybe a year ago, and I told him I think the battery is going. And he looked at it. He said, "No, the battery's okay or something." He said it wasn't the battery that was draining because I have like these automatic doors when you pull a handle or you just touch the handle, it's supposed to unlock and
Hmm.
lock. And on my driver's side, it wasn't working. So he said because it wasn't working, it was something wrong with it. He had to just turn it off or disconnect something. So now I got to use like the regular way to open your door. Your key fob, just hit the unlock and then open it on the driver's side, or I can open from the passenger side of one of those doors like that.
Right.
But what was happening was that door was draining my battery. That's what he told me, and that's why a lot of the power functions wasn't working. So once he disconnected the door, everything was fine. It cost like $400 to replace the door handle.
Hmm. The handle. So it's the handle that's shortens that's draining the battery.
It was he disconnected the handle,
But that little handle is $400.
something like that. You got to remember this is
Oh,
BMW, man. Everything costs a lot.
yeah, and it's got probably all type of connectors and sensors
Mm-hmm.
on it. Then you
Yeah.
gotta pay somebody to put it in for you.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. So I want to know: do you have to take okay? How he disconnected? Did you see him?
No, I wasn't there, but I'm pretty sure he went inside the door and disconnected it that way because he didn't replace the handle. He just disconnected somewhere inside where there's no more power going to it.
Right. Oh shit. Well, what was you about to say?
No, I was just gonna say when I use the key fob and I hit the unlock doors, all the doors still unlocked, so it's still like some type of connection there.
Right.
But the automatic when you touch the door and it unlock or lock
Mm,
and stuff like that, that's the part that's not working on the driver's side.
yeah. So all right, y'all. We got the Eagles going against Tampa Bay Wild Card Sunday at James Stadium. On the injury front, no significant injuries on the Eagles side. Miles Sanders is playing today. Tampa Bay, we got Leonard Fournette is out with a hamstring injury, and well, Chris Godwin is out with that ACL and MCL.
Mm-hmm.
So, question for you, Philip: is the Eagles going to go out like the New England Patriots?
Oh man, they got their ass kicked. I was watching a little bit of that game. I said I can't watch this no more. They look like shit.
Yeah, I turned on the UFC. Did you watch that last night? I forgot to
Nah,
tell you it was on.
nah. I was
Yeah.
still hurt, man. I was all drugged up and stuff, trying to take some painkillers and shit like that.
Hmm.
and then I took like a Tylenol PM. I was just trying to fucking pass out and alleviate my pain, but I watched a little bit of the game. And then I watched the first game, and then I watched a little bit of the second one. Then I was like, "No, man, they can't do nothing." Goddamn, Buffalo just marching down the field with ease.
Yep. So is Tampa Bay gonna march on the Eagles down?
He not as bad. See that quarterback was just protected. Bill Belichick protected him because anytime you play a whole game, you only throw the ball 3 times. That shows you right there you don't have no faith in your quarterback. Because other quarterbacks played in cold weather and in snow, and they still threw more than 3 times. So he was
Right.
protecting that quarterback just to justify cutting Cam Newton. Because if him and Cam Newton was fighting for the starting job, and you say he beat Cam Newton, then Cam should be the backup. He shouldn't be just out of town. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, remember they said that we talked about this on here before, but they said the reason why he started over Cam is because he knew the playbook and Cam Newton didn't.
Oh, bullshit.
Like
Yeah.
Cam Newton, did he win MVP? He won
Yeah, he won
MVP.
MVP. Yeah.
Went to the Super Bowl. Now all of a sudden he don't know how to read plays.
But you know that's
Yeah.
how they be doing.
All right. Well, we'll get more into that later. So, what's your do you have anything more to say about the game?
I can just keys to victory.
Yeah.
I would say run the ball, manage the clock. We need to drain the clock. We need to keep the ball out of Tom Brady's hands. So if we run the ball, long stretches where we just like marching down the field, taking our time. That's our best bet to do it. And we got to run the ball. Our coach can't get all pass happy and start trying to throw it down the field and all that shit. I mean, if the dude is open and you see it mismatched, then yeah. But don't be trying to squeeze it in and don't be trying to give up points. Like if you got a field goal, you take the field goal. Don't be doing all this fourth down going for it shit.
Right. Now, also, somebody at work said that we should blitz Tom Brady, and that's absolute no because he gets the ball out of his hands way too fast.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't blitz him.
Yeah, you just gonna have to play defense, and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully they can stop the running game since Lynette isn't playing. Fournette, I'm sorry, isn't
Yeah,
playing.
Fournette is a beast, like I told you, and I'm glad he's not playing. So these other guys, we should be able to handle. They got a burner back there, and not Jones. There's another dude they got that's a burner coming on strong. But we should be able to handle those guys.
Right. So, what do you see as the final score?
Uh, I think it's gonna be close. I would say
Mhm.
like I'm gonna go 21-28.
Oh man, we be unfortunately we get so close on the scores. So I said the Eagles 27-24.
Okay.
All right, so now let's go back to racism. We talked about during text message. We got Texans, Houston Texans. I said Dallas Texans. Houston Texans coach David Culley fired after one. David Culley is from the Andy Reid tree, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Fired after the first season with the Texans, a season where your star quarterback is like I said in abeyance, quote unquote. Then they traded DeAndre Hopkins and J.J. Watt. Supposedly he got I don't know if this is true or not, but didn't he get an argument with the coach before the Jim O'Brien is the last coach,
Yeah,
right?
he did. Yeah.
And he said, well, fuck it, I ain't coming back. So they let the star defensive player go. The star wide receiver they traded, and now you have Deshaun Watson that's on hold. What did they think he was going to do this year?
Yeah, they put him in a situation where it was a lose-lose situation.
Right.
Because even if Belichick would have took over that team, they would have had a losing record. So would you would have fired him after 1 year? You
Exactly.
gotta you gotta give him players and let him build. You know what I mean? You can't just give him a team and say win now or you fired.
Right. And so what happened when a coach get time to put his players in drafting or free agent? I don't know what you want to call it, trade. When
Mm-hmm.
you give a time to let him put his system in and his players in, those aren't his players. These are people that
Right,
was already on the team.
right. I say the same way. What I say, like when I say give a quarterback 3 years from starting to how he look after 3 years. I say the same with a coach. Give a coach at least like 3 years to get the players that he want. Try to see some improvement, and then if you don't see nothing after that, then fire him. Not after the 1 year or 2 years.
Right. Like this is ridiculous. Now, Jason Wilbon had wrote an article on theblaze.com. I think that's his website about
Hmm.
how he's tired of people saying that this is racism. I mean, if it's not racism, then what is it?
I mean, it's obvious what's going on. You
Exactly.
you got these coaches that always get a job, always play coach like shit, and still keep their job. When they do get fired or they resign, they turn right back around the next season and get a head coaching job. And then you got the brothers that can't even get an interview,
Exactly.
or they get a job. Shannon said the same thing. Shannon said when the brothers do get their first coaching job, it's always the worst teams in the league, and then you know what I mean. They say, "Oh, we gave him a chance and he failed," without even
Right.
giving them time to change the system.
Yep. So yeah, that's that. Hopefully he'll. I mean, he's an older man, so because he been like coaching for like doing 35, 35 years, 40 years. So I don't know if he gonna get a second shot or not. And then if he do get a shot, what else is out there? It's going to be another crappy job. The Jets. It's going to have to
Hmm.
be, or the Giants is going to have to be. I'll take the Giants job. The Giants job ain't really ain't that bad. Anything else is like a crappy team. So maybe he'll get another job. I don't know. So how you like Power?
There's so many holes in this story, man.
Yes.
Jesus, I
Now all of a
watch it for the
sudden
entertainment value, but it's ridiculous.
I'm in your boat. See, I only watch it early in the morning. Now, see, early
Hmm.
in the morning I'm not doing anything, about to cook or something like that. It's on.
Hmm.
I'm not really like 100% focused on it. If I had to watch it at 9, 10 o'clock, I would never watch that crap. But like you said, it's like so many holes. Like first of all, how all of a sudden the rival dope dealer wanted to meet up with the husband,
And then say, "I'll give you whatever you need, or any type of weight." You know what I mean? They ain't really had no conversation.
right? So they just shitted on our Hail Mary that's saying that they were related. so
Uh,
so he did the same thing that you talked about last week too. He walked over and said something to the son.
yeah. And I was surprised. I said, "Oh shit, they don't never do this in movies and TV shows." He walked right up there like, "I'm your dad."
Uh, and at first I thought Mary J was going to tell him that I'm your mother and all that stuff.
Hmm. He's an idiot because even if Mary J said no, you know what I mean, your dad is in jail, he still should be like, I want to talk to my mom. You know what I mean?
Right. And then
Or or if go ahead.
go ahead and finish.
No, I was gonna say, and then when the guy rolled up on him and saying like how you got your name and started all in this, even if you don't believe him, hear what he got to say. You know what I mean? He might put some pieces together. And why he didn't say your aunt is your mom?
Right. And when he said when she said that your father in jail, I'm like, all right, so what's his name? So I can write him a letter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like it's so many holes. It's like so hilariously funny how there's so many holes in here.
Mm-hmm.
And the two brothers fighting over power.
Oh yeah, yeah. Since now the boy was freaking out when he got shot in the shoulder. Now all of a sudden he a hitter with perfect aim.
Yeah, and now he want to shoot his lover. All of a sudden he that
Right.
bold now he
Yeah.
trying to
Now he's yeah.
right.
Exactly.
And then you have this the professor doing cop work. For some reason she's a cop again. I don't get that.
Cop slash lawyer.
Yeah. And then like my man working for Method Man, and he gonna do a side deal where he gonna try to cut a deal on
Hmm.
Tyreek. Now,
And I
what
thought
sense does
Method
that
Man was
make?
gonna say you. I thought he was gonna tell Sax he's fired, but he didn't.
I thought so too. I thought he was gonna say, you know what, you fired. I thought so
Yeah.
too. Yep, I thought the same thing. Because that don't make no sense. First of all, how you doing all this stuff on the other side too? The other side should have told the lawyer what was happening. All of a sudden they march up in
Yep.
the dorm room and give him paperwork to sign, like he was going to sign it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that's just, that's just ridiculous. It's kind of funny though. You gotta admit it is funny.
Well, that's what I said. I said it's entertaining, but it's a lot of bullshit.
uh, Now, before we go, I want to give out some shout outs. A couple of people reached us on a message on Anchor. Anchor. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the Anchor app with the message. You have to have an
Mm-hmm.
account. You have to have an account to send a message. So anyone couldn't just send a message to us. So if you have an
Mm-hmm.
Anchor account, there's a message icon. Click on it, and you can send us a message. The first message is Gabriel Gadsden's podcast, Sports Takes with Gabe. This is a different Gabriel too. Remember the last
Mm-hmm.
his podcast. He'll be sharing his various takes on any and everything sports. Here's the little audio clip.
Hey Leroy, this is Gabe. I just want to say thank you. Appreciate you listening to my podcast. I just want to let you know that every time you send a link to your podcast, I listen to it as well. I enjoy you guys' insight, and I just want to say good luck on Sunday as your Eagles have a tough task ahead against the GOAT Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, just like my 49ers have a tough task against the rivals, the Dallas Cowboys. So good luck, and hopefully we can get up in the future and maybe do a podcast together. Take care.
All right, he has no faith in the Eagles, by the way, just how the way he said that. Next up, we have Eugene Nelson's podcast, Refiguration. His podcast is mind opening, peaceful thing, and learning to love humanity with an open heart. Here's the audio.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate you. This Eugene Nelson from the Reconfiguration Podcast. I got your message. I greatly appreciate you. Hey, I like to say I like y'all podcast as well. I'm a huge football fan. I see you like Philly. That's what my white team is. I like the old Broncos. We ain't doing too much right now, but I greatly appreciate you, and I definitely enjoy your podcast too. Gave you 5 stars. Peace out, brother.
All right, shout out to his wife and the hell with the Broncos.
They in the
That,
world of hurt.
uh-huh. Next up, last but not least, we have Miss Jessica Radner. Her podcast, Stay Focused, is about honest and open discussion about mental health. Here's the audio.
Hi, Leroy. This is Jessica from Stay Focused Podcast. I do appreciate you for listening to my podcast. Also, for giving me good feedback. I definitely appreciate it so much. I did listen to your podcast, a few episodes. I definitely enjoyed it. I enjoyed the fact that y'all just didn't talk about sports, although I am a fan. I am a fan of football and just sports in general, but I definitely enjoyed it. It was a good listen to, especially in like the beginning, your intros is real realistic, and I appreciate that. But yeah, I appreciate you so much for reaching out to me. Hopefully later on we can possibly do like a little collaboration. But thank you so much. I appreciate it and hope you have a great day.
All right, thank you, Miss Radner, with the nice voice. And no, we
Sounding
don't.
all seductive while she eating.
Yeah, and no, we just don't talk about sports all the time. All right, y'all. We'll get back. We'll get with you at halftime. I'll try to see if I can get someone from Tampa Bay to join in with us so they can laugh at us and while we get drubbing, or we laugh at them because they were supposed to beat us and everything. So, oh, I never said the point spread and the over and under too. By the way, I'm in wild card mode. I forgot to say all that stuff. So we have the goodness gracious, Tampa Bay is a 7 point favorite, and
Mm.
the over and under is 47.
Now, is this still raining? They call for rain, and the rain will kind of help us out a little bit.
It just says on here, it just right now it just say partly cloudy at 66 degrees.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll get back at you at halftime.
All right.
All right, we back. The Eagles is losing 17-0. Some quick stats. Jalen Hurts, 11 for 19, 88 yards, 1 interception. Rushing, Jalen Hurts, 5 carries for 32 yards, and Sanders, 4 carries for 3 yards. On the receivers, we have Dallas Goedert, three receptions for 36 yards, and Quez Watkins, 2 receptions for 35 yards. On the Buccaneers side, Tom Brady, 20 for 25, 159 yards, sacked 3 times, no touchdowns, no interceptions. We got rushing. We got Vaughn, 11 carries for 42 yards. Receiving, we have Mike Evans, 6 receptions for 61 yards, and Johnson, 2 receptions for 30 yards. I want you to tell everybody what you had tweeted me about the Jalen Hurts and the coaching. Text me, not tweet me.
Oh, I said, I believe I said shitty coaching on both sides of the ball. They wasn't prepared for the game. And then I said, Jalen Hurts playing like he's scared.
Yes. And
And
go ahead.
I was just going to say, the last time we played, the Miles Sanders only had 1 carry in the first half. Now he only got 4. Why is we converted to just insinuating on just throwing the ball 20 times in the first half? The coach is just sitting, even though it was 17-0, it's still the first half. It's still a lot of clock left. You can still run the ball. They're sending people, and we're just falling for the trap.
Well, that's another thing too. And also what Troy Aikman was saying about, okay, they stacking our lineup so they don't want you to run, right? But you have your best wide receiver is man-to-man coverage. He's not even throwing it to him.
Nope.
He's not even. And then, okay, you down. Okay, what was like 3 minutes left? Okay, you down. Now you want to try to get a touchdown or at least score before the end of the half. Why are they running screens instead of throwing the football down the field?
I don't know. And then you got Goddard dropping passes again. That dude always dropping passes.
Yeah.
They don't talk about him like they did Aguilar. But Goddard, even though he's good, he drops a lot of passes. That one pass he dropped, that was a big gain if you would have caught it. It went right through both his hands.
Yep. Now, question for you. Dad, Jalen Hurts, when he went out of bounds and got hit, was that a late hit?
Yes. And that's another thing. The refs are calling everything because the ball pulled up on Tom Brady, still got a roughing passer.
Yep. And another thing, we got to do something with this special teams too, by the way.
Well, I told you at the halfway point that Rieger don't know what he's doing back there. Right. I don't even know why he's back there.
We might need a new punter also.
The punter, he's playing shitty, but we don't need a new punter. He's a good punter. He's playing shitty, though. Everybody, like I said, they're not prepared.
Yep.
Normally our punter puts good punts out there. He's been doing it all year, doing good. Now he want to be shanking them and punting all shitty.
So they playing scared. Is what you talking about?
Yes. Why? They got one good receiver out there besides the tight end. Why are we playing off on these guys like that?
Yep. Well, one positive thing is they are sacking Tom Brady. They're not blitzing them. They're getting a lot of coverage sacks. That's one positive thing I can say about the game so far.
Yeah, but shit, he like a fucking 80% completion rating right now.
Yeah.
So if you don't hit him, he's a fucking accurate as shit.
Yep.
Right? And that's because everybody playing off. If you play off on receivers against a good quarterback, he'll pick you apart. If you don't sack him.
Yep. Now, can you remember, did they play like this on Tom Brady during the Super Bowl?
Well, this is a different team.
Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking. That's what they're doing. I think they're doing like, look, we just gonna let him throw the football down the field, and we're just gonna try to get the coverage set.
Maybe.
Yeah, because
it's a shitty, disappointing game first half.
Yes. Hopefully, I wonder if he wants to throw the football down the field, throw it to your best wide receiver out there.
Mm-hmm.
And even
maybe he's not getting open.
I don't know. Well, they playing soft on him. Just throw it short then.
I think what they're doing is they're doing single coverage on him. But once he get out of like the 5 to 10 yard distance, then somebody else picking him up. And that's what's like kind of got Jalen Hurts scared to throw that way.
Right. Well, we'll be back at the end of the game. I asked a couple of people, no replies yet. So we'll see what happens.
All right.
All right, y'all, we back. The Eagles lost 15-31. Here's some stats. We got Jalen Hurts, 23 for 43, 258 yards. Well, I'm sorry, they just changed it. It's 23 for 43, 258 yards, one touchdown, two interceptions. Rushing, we have Jalen Hurts, eight carries for 39 yards, and Miles Sanders, 7 carries for 16 yards. Receiving, we have Dallas Goedert, 6 receptions for 92 yards. Devontae Smith, 4 receptions for 40 yards. Gainwell has 5 receptions for 49 yards with a touchdown. On the
How many
Buccaneers,
targets? Hold on. How many targets did Goddard have?
12,
Okay.
and Devontae had 11. Well, of course, we'll get to that. For the Buccaneers side, we got Tom Brady, 29 for 37, 271 yards, 2 touchdowns, sacked 4 times. Rushing, we have Vaughn, 17 carries for 53 yards. Bernard, 13 carries for 44 yards. Receiving, we have Mike Evans, nine receptions for 117 yards. Bernard, 5 receptions for 39 yards. Hopefully, in this press conference, this Eagles press conference, Nick Sirianni should get on there and apologize for this poor performance this coaching staff had. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, terrible.
Yep. And
And I told you, he came out trying to pass, and it was all focused on Goddard. I don't know what kind of game plan that was. Well, that's not what got us here.
right. Now, okay, like how we talked about before. Okay, they stack the line up and they want you to pass. Okay, let's say that you passing the football. Why are you not throwing it to your best wide receiver? There.
That's what I'm
Devontae only
saying.
got
I
those
think
receptions when the game was already over with. Go ahead.
garbage time in the fourth quarter. That's when we started using them. I think the game plan was to go to Goddard, and that's why every pass in the whole I want to say the first half was to Goddard. You can't have no
Right.
game plan like that because Goddard not that type of tight end right now.
Right. And this your best wide receiver only have what? Your best wide receiver only had seven carries. Come on now. That's ridiculous.
Running back,
Running back, yeah. What did I say? Receiver?
yeah.
Yeah, my fault. Running
Well,
back.
we saw that when the game started and they wasn't really running the ball. And then you'll get a good run and then you won't go back to it. It was terrible.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of things that need to be worked on for this off season. A lot of people shouldn't be here next year. That special teams was horrible. What was you
For the
about to
life
say?
of me, and I was going to say, with the cornerback that I was telling you about, Slay is one of the highest paid corners. So why is he not guarding Evans?
Right. When
He
you
covered here. He's covering their third option receiver. Like, what kind of shit is that?
when we played Madden and NFL 2K, what we do? We took our best cornerback and put it on the best receiver. That's how
Mm-hmm.
we play. So I don't know what the hell they doing. Maybe this like this new football when you wherever side you on, that's the side you defend. I don't know.
That's your defensive coordinator.
And Mike Gronkowski, what I call him, Mike Gronkowski, he he's the type of player that anywhere he's on the field, it's just somebody be there. There's no way he should be
Yep.
wide open like that. That's ridiculous.
That's your linebackers. We don't take consideration in the drafting a linebacker or picking up one. They act like that's a spot you could just fill with anybody, and we always get exposed because we never have good linebackers.
Right. Yeah, this was a shitty performance, and it was almost like a damn paid vacation until the
And can
till the
we
end.
right? And can we please get rid of Rieger? God, he suck. He's fumbling the ball. He's getting fucking tackled as soon as he catch it back there, dancing around. Like, put somebody else back there.
Right. And Troy Aikman made the excuse that it was the win why he dropped the
Bullshit.
football. First
He
of all,
was scared. That's why he dropped it.
but you seen a guy covered up there. Why you just didn't wave it off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was some shitty performance. If it wasn't for this, I'd have stopped watching it and did something else. So what team you rooting for now in the playoffs?
Tampa Bay.
Oh, why not Pittsburgh? That's your state team.
So if Tampa Bay win, then you can say, well, shit, they was the best team in the NFL anyway. So they, you know what I mean? It'll make your team, your L to not feel as bad.
Oh, so you could say, well, at least they lost to the Super Bowl champions.
Yeah.
All right, that's the NFC. Who you got on the AFC?
I like Buffalo. I like what they doing.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a toss up over there. So you don't think Kansas City is going?
Uh, Kansas City haven't really been. They offense been sputtering. They before they were scoring points and kicking teams ass off flashy. Now
Yeah.
they fucking in dog fights and stuff.
Yeah, and in the beginning, the defense was horrible. As they kind of got the defense on track, but like you said, now the
Yeah,
offense is kind of little shaky.
yeah, so we don't know what they're going to do. So
Yep.
they and they still don't run the ball. I don't know why they just phased the running out of their attack.
Well, that's your
They
boy.
when Hilaire first came on, he was doing real good as like a premier running back, and now he can't even get no carries.
Well, that's your boy, Andy. He getting pass happy,
Mhm.
like he always did. Well, this is our season finale of our Eagles football talk. So, what you think about it?
It was okay. I mean, we should have put up a better fight. That's the only thing I can say. Today's game was horrible. They came unprepared. They looked like
Yes,
they really didn't want to play until the game was decided.
right. And Blaine Gabbert was like, "Damn, like, oh shit, I'm going to get in this game. This my playoff game." Then all of a sudden, he was kept scoring. He like, "Oh shit." Yeah. He needs to. Nick Sirianni needs to apologize for this poor performance.
his his uh his offensive strategy was horrible. It was pretty much just throw to Gronk every play in the first
Uh,
half, and that's what I mean. Goddard, and that's what
yeah,
got us in a hole. Instead of spreading the ball around using different running backs, with what got us here, ain't no reason for Hurst to be throwing the ball 40 times.
right. Hmm. Well, before we go, I want to give some shout outs. Give a shout out to the episode 72 Eagles versus Falcons. We had Shaka on here from Atlanta. Episode 73 Eagles versus 49ers. We had Joe West Coast Bias. That's our Tupac controversy episode. Episode 78 Eagles versus Raiders. We have Chris Refruzo. I think Chris was from Stockton. Yeah, it was from Stockton. Episode 80, we have Eagles versus Broncos. We have Dylan Warrenfelds. Episode 81, Eagles versus Saints. We have our boy, set two-time champ, Brandon Fred Jones. Episode 83, Eagles versus Jets. We got my boy Gary Snyder because we got on Philip about baseball. And he came with Philip came with stats and we still beat him with the with the baseball talk.
Shit.
Yes. Oh yes we did. And last but not least, episode 88, Eagles versus Washington football team. We got Mr. Reggie Coles from Virginia. That was the last person. Well, he's from Virginia, but he was living in Charlotte. So we had a nice little list of people that joined in this year.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, all right, Phil. Anything you want
Now we just got to cheer for the Cowboys to get their ass kicked.
Well, I will have a. How you want to do the Super Bowl talk? What we do last year? We talked. We only did it on Saturday, on Sunday, right? We talked about the proposition and bets and all that stuff.
I don't
I think.
remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either. I think that's what we did. We talked about who we think was going to win, and we talked about proposition bets.
Uh,
I think so. Well, I go on and let you go. I don't have anything else to talk about.
yeah,
I'm pretty
nah.
yeah, I'm pretty sad about this
Well,
because
we knew we was going what was going to happen, but we could have put up a better fight. That's all I'm saying.
okay, if we lost and they competed, okay, that's different. But they did shit for 3 quarters.
Yep.
Well, all right
And I
then.
said we don't need to be going for it on fourth down, and our quarterback's still going for it on fourth downs.
Yep, that's your
I mean, not
coach.
quarterback, coach.
Yep, that's your coach. So,
Mhm.
do you think they need another defense coordinator?
The thing is, we made the playoffs, and they both in their first year. So I wouldn't replace him right now. I would give him another year, see what he can do. You know what I mean?
So anyone on the coaching
Deep.
staff would you get rid of?
We definitely need a special teams coach, because if you think
Mm,
Rieger's the answer back there, like goddamn, what was you looking at all year? All year I was complaining about Rieger. He had like maybe 2 good returns, not 50 yards, but maybe like a 25, 30 yard return all year. I was
mm,
looking at the game. He was averaging like 2 yards a punt return.
right. During this off season, now we talked about wide receivers and getting rid of wide receivers. Now, do you want to draft a wide receiver or sign one?
I'd rather sign one. I don't want to use our top 3 picks for a receiver. We got 3 first-round picks. I don't want to use that on a receiver. Unless there's a bona fide can't miss receiver there, then maybe. But
Mm-hmm.
other than that, I'd rather use other positions.
All right. So who you looking for?
We need a linebacker.
No, I'm talking about just in the wide receiver category.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. We need a big body. We got all
All
these
right.
little guys. We don't have no big bodies.
So you got see Allen Robinson, Chris Godwin, Devontae Adams, Will Fuller, Jameson Crowder, and T.Y. Hilton and Juju Smith Schuster. They make a lot of money. They
Mm-hmm.
make a lot of money. Now you have Sammy Watkins that made $5 million this year. I don't
You need size. Sammy Watkins not tall, and he always hurt. I wouldn't get him.
uh see most
Most
of
of
the
those
people
receivers, most of those receivers you name is all injury prone.
right.
I guess Allen Robinson would be the best of the batch, but shit, he probably costs a lot too.
You have you have Mike Williams. You have Mike Williams, but on from uh the Chargers. I want to say San Diego. That's why I keep saying from the
Mm-hmm.
Chargers. But see, they make a lot of money. These free agent wide receivers is making a lot of money, and I can't see the Eagles signing these guys for a big money contract when you supposedly already
Mm-hmm.
have a number one wide receiver. So I'm thinking they're going to draft another one. They're going to draft a guy again.
We got 2 draft pick receivers that can't do shit right now. Can't catch, can't play. So
Ex-
those guys need to get cut. We
exactly.
definitely need to bring someone in. Like I said, if
Hmm.
it's a no brainer, no miss type guy out there, then okay, I can see us getting him. But other than that, I wouldn't use it for that.
All right. Now, what about linebackers? Do you want to draft one or do you want to sign a free agent?
Both.
All right. So Chandler Jones is out.
Draft one, and pick up one.
See, Chandler Jones is out there, but that's another guy that's going to ask for too much money.
And he's getting up there in age too, ain't he?
Yeah, and he gets hurt, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
He got hurt this year and he got hurt last year.
Yeah, I would draft for linebackers. Always good young studs coming out there. I would grab a linebacker. We haven't drafted a linebacker in like since like the '60s or some shit in the first round.
Anybody from Penn State?
I don't know. Penn State always produce real good linebackers.
And we never get one, right?
Right.
All right, y'all. Thanks for listening to us. Sorry we sound down and disappointed.
I'm sorry. It is what it is. We ain't belong here anyway.
Well, that's true. Yeah, they overachieve. They overachieve, especially from this coach. They
Mm-hmm.
overachieve. See, he can hang his hat on saying like, "All right, yeah, this is my first year, and we made it to the playoffs."
Yo, because they say he's the only first year coach this year that made the playoffs.
Right.
With the help of the NFL bumping it into an extra spot in the playoffs, of course.
Yes. All right then. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter and TikTok at PNL Judgmentals. We got Instagram at the2_judgmentals, or you can email us at pnljudgmentals@gmail.com. All right, Phil.
All right. Peace out.
All right, Ava. I see you listening now. I see him. He gave you
Peace
some
out.
headphones. Throw up your peace sign. All right then.
All right.
Buccaneers, go Bucks!